Christmas Eve is upon us in this fantastical story about a young lady who discovers that she is actually the princess of a kingdom that has 4 realms. The realms are engaged in a battle for survival ever since the disappearance of the queen, and everyone is on the hunt for the one magical key that might end the conflict and restore peace to all the realms. So, does the Nutcracker in the 4 realms deliver on the imaginative and bizarre worlds hinted at in the trailers? Or should Christmas not have come so early this year? Let's talk about it in this review. This is absolutely a PG Disney movie for the entire family to enjoy this holiday season. Some of the characters in this movie are caricatures, which means they're hyper-exaggerated versions of people, ideas, or personalities. There's plenty of predictable plot points. In fact, most of the film is one predictable plot point after another. In all, I think it's kind of what we would expect from a family PG Disney movie for the holidays. However, once the movie actually gets going and we get into the story, that's when the Disney magic takes over and really moves us into a wonderful world of make-believe. Clara, played by Mackenzie Foy, is a young lady who is trying her best to enjoy Christmas. Her mother has passed on, and so it's a struggle for her to enjoy this Christmas Eve, as well as it's a struggle for her father and her siblings. And on this Christmas Eve, her father decides to give her a Christmas gift that would have actually come from her mother. The gift is an egg that can only be opened with a very specific key that is missing. At the Christmas Eve party that they attend every year, all of the kids in the area are given gifts from her godfather, Drosselmeyer, played by Morgan Freeman. But in order to get the gift, they have to find their name, which is attached to a piece of string, and then they have to follow the string all the way through the house. And there's this just winding maze that happens through the mansion. And then once they get to the end of the string, they'll find their Christmas present is waiting for them. Clara, however, discovers that her string winds her through the house just like everyone else's, but at the end of her string, she actually discovers she's in a completely different world, and a curious little mouse has stolen the key that would be opening up the gift her mother gave her. This is where she also meets the Nutcracker, and the story is off and running from there. From the trailers, I had a pretty good idea of kind of what the tone of this film was going to be and what the film would look like. However, what I didn't realize is how much depth would go into some of the things like background details and character development and story progression as well. Drosselmeyer has a pet owl that follows Clara around throughout the whole movie. And as Clara is winding her way through the mansion, trying to find her Christmas gift, at one point she turns a corner and all of a sudden the wallpaper has the owl on it. So there's just this theme of the wise watching owl that kind of follows her throughout the movie, which I really dug. So just little background details like that, if you're paying attention, which you can do because the plot's pretty predictable, but you just pay attention to what's going on in the background and decorations and stuff like that as far as set design, and there's a lot of cool things you can see. Very clever kind of in the background stuff that I dug. Also, regarding story development and moving the story forward, we had one big surprise that I was not expecting, and that is an actual ballet performance. While Clara is actually in the 4 realms, the Sugar Plum Fairy decides to tell her about the 4 realms and give her the background on everything and what her mother was like. And in doing this, we actually get to see a ballet performance from the Nutcracker where we get to see kind of all of the story and background, and it looks incredible the way they've done it. There's different set designs and everything else that go up. It looks like a full-on ballet production. The flooring as they're floating around through the stage changes colors and designs pop up. Really great job with the ballet scenes. In all, this film is a combination of Tim Burton's visual style, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Babes in Toyland with ballet. But as I stated, there's plenty of predictable moments in this story, like regarding who are the good guys, who are the bad guys. Will Clara be able to save the day just in the nick of time, or will the Nutcracker actually die? But then we've got these creative moments, like the ballet sequence, or the Russian dolls that actually turn out to be guards that also look super creepy, and the tin soldiers and why they're dangerous, and that's because they have no heart. This film takes the expected, like I've said, lots of predictable plot points, but over the expected, we get a nice layer of the unexpected that balances things out nicely. The movie itself clocks in at 99 minutes, and we get a lot of story in just over an hour and a half. The pacing, very quick, but it stays consistent from beginning to end, and if you blink, you might miss a plot point, but you probably knew what that plot point was going to be because, again, pretty predictable. Nutcracker in the Four Realms is playing at your local movie theater right now, and I am going to recommend a big screen viewing of this film if you have kids. This is a charming movie for the holidays that the family can enjoy together. There's plenty of action, there's plenty of heart, and even amidst all of that, there's still some spooky moments as well. Plus, again, just being able to enjoy the creative concepts of incorporating the ballet into the story, and just how cool and creepy those Russian doll guards looked. So because of these reasons, Nutcracker in the Four Realms will be getting at least one high five from this guy. Nutcracker in the Four Realms is playing at your local movie theater right now. Go ahead and round up the kids, get the family together, go enjoy a holiday movie, A Night with the Family at the Theater.